Have you ever felt lost, unsure of your purpose, yearning for something more? The Danish philosopher Søren Kierkegaard knew these feelings well. He dared to explore the deepest questions of existence, the kind that keep us up at night. Kierkegaard's ideas were revolutionary, shaking the foundation of traditional philosophy and religion. He didn't offer easy answers. Instead, he challenged us to confront the unknown and find our own truth. Born in Copenhagen in 1813, Kierkegaard lived a life marked by both brilliance and melancholy. His childhood was shrouded in a deep sense of guilt and religious anxiety, themes that would later permeate his work. Despite a privileged upbringing, Kierkegaard grappled with inner turmoil and a profound sense of alienation. These personal struggles became the crucible in which his groundbreaking philosophical ideas were forged. Kierkegaard is considered the father of Existentialism, a philosophy centered around individual existence and freedom. He rejected the rigid systems of his time, arguing that truth was not something to be passively received, but actively lived. For Kierkegaard, existence preceded essence. We are not born with a predetermined purpose. We create it through our choices and actions. His radical ideas laid the groundwork for a philosophical revolution, influencing thinkers like Sartre, Camus, and Nietzsche. One of Kierkegaard's most powerful concepts is the leap of faith. Imagine standing on the precipice of a decision, a vast chasm of uncertainty yawning before you. Reason and logic can only take you so far. At some point, you must leap blindly into the unknown. This is the essence of the leap of faith, a decision made not on evidence or proof, but on a deep inner conviction. Kierkegaard believed that many of life's most important questions, the meaning of life, the existence of God, the nature of love, cannot be answered by reason alone. These are matters of the heart, of the soul. To truly embrace these questions, we must move beyond the limitations of logic and intellect. The leap of faith is not about blind faith or irrationality. It's about recognizing the limits of human understanding. Taking a leap of faith can be terrifying. It means embracing vulnerability, uncertainty, and the possibility of failure. But it also holds the potential for immense joy, freedom, and self-discovery. Kierkegaard understood that true faith is not passive acceptance. It is an active engagement with the unknown, a passionate commitment to something bigger than ourselves. This leap into the void is where we discover our true selves, our authentic existence. The leap of faith is a paradox. It is both terrifying and liberating, uncertain and empowering. It is in the act of surrendering to the unknown that we find our footing, our purpose. Kierkegaard challenges us to embrace this paradox, to find strength in vulnerability and meaning in the face of absurdity. The leap of faith is not a one-time event. It is a continuous process of letting go and trusting in something beyond ourselves. While the leap of faith encourages us to embrace the unknown, Kierkegaard also recognized the unavoidable presence of angst in our lives. He saw angst not as a weakness, but as an intrinsic part of the human condition. This existential angst stems from our freedom, from the overwhelming burden of choice and the realization of our own finitude. It's the feeling of dizziness that comes from staring into the abyss of possibilities, the weight of knowing that our choices shape our destiny. Kierkegaard argued that this angst, while uncomfortable, is essential for personal growth. It forces us to confront the big questions, to examine our values, and to take responsibility for our lives. Without angst, we become complacent, living inauthentic lives, dictated by societal expectations or the pursuit of fleeting pleasures. It is through confronting our anxieties, our fears, and our limitations that we discover our true potential and forge a meaningful existence. Embracing the void doesn't mean surrendering to despair. It means acknowledging the uncertainty and absurdity that are woven into the fabric of life. It's about accepting that we don't have all the answers, that life is full of paradoxes and contradictions. By confronting our angst head on, we open ourselves up to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. We begin to see the beauty in the impermanence of life, the preciousness of each passing moment. From angst to authenticity. Kierkegaard believed that by moving through our angst, rather than trying to avoid it, we achieve a more authentic existence. This authenticity comes from aligning our actions with our values, from living in accordance with our own inner compass. It's not about achieving some perfect state of being, but about embracing the messy, imperfect journey of self-discovery. When we face our anxieties with courage and honesty, we create space for genuine joy, meaning, and fulfillment to emerge. The courage to choose self. Kierkegaard's leap of faith isn't just about abstract philosophical ideas. It's about the everyday choices we make, the moments when we're called to prioritize ourselves, even when it's difficult. It's about having the courage to define success on our own terms, not by society's standards. Choosing yourself might mean pursuing a passion that others don't understand, leaving a comfortable but unfulfilling job, or setting boundaries in relationships. Breaking free from the crowd. It's about breaking free from the expectations of others and defining what truly matters to us. This requires confronting the fear of judgment, the fear of failure, and the fear of the unknown. It's about stepping outside the comfort of conformity and embracing the uncertainty of forging our own path. Kierkegaard challenges us to ask ourselves, are we living a life true to ourselves, or are we merely playing a role in someone else's script? Every decision, no matter how small, carries with it the weight of creating our own existence. It's about embracing the responsibility that comes with freedom. We are the authors of our own lives, and every choice we make shapes the narrative. This can feel daunting, even paralyzing at times. But with each courageous choice, we step closer to the person we are meant to be. We move from a life of passive existence to one of active creation, where our values and desires guide our path. Making these tough choices, these leaps of faith, is not always easy. It often requires us to confront difficult emotions, to challenge our own beliefs, and to step outside of our comfort zones. But through this process of self-examination and courageous action, we cultivate a deep sense of authenticity. We begin to live in alignment with our true selves, and that's where true freedom lies. Life is inherently uncertain. No matter how much we plan or how tightly we hold on, there will always be things we can't control. Kierkegaard understood this deeply. He saw the human condition as one of constant tension, caught between our desire for certainty and the unavoidable reality of the unknown. We crave predictability, stability, a guarantee that our choices will lead to the outcomes we desire. But life rarely unfolds in such a linear fashion. Instead, we're met with unexpected twists and turns, unforeseen challenges, and moments that force us to confront the fragility of our own existence. While uncertainty can be daunting, Kierkegaard also recognized it as a source of immense potential. It is in the space of the unknown that we discover our capacity for growth, resilience, and creativity. When we release our grip on the need to control every outcome, we open ourselves up to new possibilities, new ways of seeing the world, and new ways of being in the world. The unknown becomes a fertile ground for self-discovery, a canvas upon which we can paint our own unique masterpiece. Embracing uncertainty is not about becoming passive or resigning ourselves to fate. It's about cultivating an inner strength, a resilience that allows us to navigate life's challenges with courage and grace. It's about developing the capacity to adapt, to learn from our experiences, and to find meaning and purpose even in the midst of chaos and change. This requires us to confront our fears, to challenge our limiting beliefs, and to cultivate a deep sense of trust in ourselves and the unfolding of our own unique journey. Life is rarely neat and tidy. It's messy, unpredictable, and often filled with both joy and sorrow, triumph and heartbreak. Kierkegaard believed that it is in this very messiness, in the spaces between our expectations and reality, that we discover the richness and depth of the human experience. It's about embracing the full spectrum of life, the good and the bad, the light and the shadow, and finding meaning and purpose in the totality of our being. One of the most powerful ways to integrate Kierkegaard's wisdom into your life is through the practice of daily reflection. This practice, often referred to as the daily exam, invites us to pause and look back on our day with a discerning eye. It's a moment to step away from the hustle and bustle, to sit quietly and engage in thoughtful introspection. By doing so, we can uncover the deeper layers of our experiences and emotions. Don't let the day slip away without taking stock of your choices and actions. Each day is a unique tapestry of moments, decisions, and interactions. By reflecting on these, we can better understand the patterns in our behavior and the motivations behind our actions. This practice helps us to be more intentional with our time and to recognize the impact of our choices on ourselves and others. Ask yourself, where did I live authentically today? reflect on the moments when you felt most aligned with your true self. These are the times when your actions and values were in harmony, when you felt a sense of fulfillment and purpose. Celebrate these moments, no matter how small they may seem. Where did I shy away from my true self? Consider the instances when you felt disconnected or inauthentic. These moments can be challenging to acknowledge, but they offer valuable insights into the areas where you may need to grow or change. By facing these truths, you can begin to understand the fears or doubts that hold you back. This consistent self-reflection will illuminate the path toward a more meaningful life. It's like walking through a dense forest and gradually finding a clear trail. Each reflection brings more clarity, helping you to navigate your journey with greater confidence and purpose. This isn't about judgment, but rather about cultivating self-awareness. It's important to approach this practice with a sense of compassion and curiosity. Instead of criticizing yourself for perceived failures, view them as opportunities for learning and growth. This mindset fosters a healthier relationship with yourself and encourages continuous improvement. Just like a gardener tends to their plants, we must tend to the garden of our minds and souls. Regular reflection is like watering and nurturing our inner garden, allowing our thoughts and emotions to flourish in a balanced and harmonious way. It's a gentle, ongoing process that requires patience and dedication. By reviewing our day, acknowledging our strengths and weaknesses, we create space for growth and transformation. This practice helps us to build a more resilient and adaptable mindset. It encourages us to celebrate our achievements and to learn from our mistakes, fostering a continuous cycle of personal development. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and the journey towards self-discovery begins with a single, honest reflection. Each day offers a new opportunity to deepen your understanding of yourself and to move closer to the person you aspire to be. Embrace the daily exam as a powerful tool for personal growth and transformation, and watch as your life becomes more meaningful and fulfilling with each passing day. Instead of fearing angst, embrace it as a catalyst for growth. Angst is not an enemy to be vanquished, but a messenger bearing crucial insights about our inner world. It is a signal that something within us needs attention, a call to action that can lead to profound personal development. When you feel that familiar knot of anxiety in your stomach, pause and ask yourself, what is this feeling trying to tell me? This discomfort is not random. It is a guidepost pointing towards areas in our lives that require introspection and change. By tuning into these feelings, we can uncover hidden fears, unresolved conflicts, and unmet needs. What uncomfortable truth am I avoiding? Often our anxieties are rooted in truths we are reluctant to face. These truths might be about our relationships, our career choices, or even our own self-worth. Confronting these truths can be daunting, but it is a necessary step towards healing and growth. Often, our anxieties point us towards areas where we need to grow, change, or make a difficult decision. They highlight the crossroads in our lives, urging us to choose a path that aligns more closely with our true selves. This process of decision making, though challenging, is essential for our evolution. Don't try to numb these feelings with distractions or escapism. Lean into the discomfort. Sit with it. Journal about it. Writing can be a powerful tool to process and understand our emotions. Meditation can help us observe our thoughts without judgment, allowing us to gain clarity and insight. talk to a trusted friend or therapist. Sharing our feelings with someone we trust can provide a new perspective and emotional support. Therapists can offer professional guidance to help us navigate through our anxieties and uncover deeper layers of our psyche. Remember, the most fertile ground for growth is often found in the shadows, in the places where we're afraid to look. These dark corners of our mind hold the keys to our transformation. By exploring them, we can discover strengths and potentials we never knew we had. By befriending our angst, we transform it from a source of paralysis into a catalyst for authenticity and courage. Embracing our fears and anxieties allows us to live more fully and authentically. It empowers us to face life's challenges with resilience and grace, turning our struggles into stepping stones towards a more fulfilling life. Just as a gardener cultivates a beautiful garden through consistent care and attention, we must cultivate our inner world. Make time for practices that nourish your soul. Meditation, journaling, spending time in nature, engaging in meaningful conversations, pursuing creative endeavors. These practices help us connect with our deepest selves and quiet the noise of the external world. In the stillness, we can hear our own inner voice, the voice of our authentic self, guiding us towards a more fulfilling life. Remember, the world often demands our attention, but it's in the quiet moments of introspection that we discover who we truly are and what truly matters. Kierkegaard believed that the search for truth is more important than finding easy answers. Embrace the unknown. Ask big questions. Challenge your assumptions. In a world that often values certainty and quick solutions, it can be difficult to remain in a state of inquiry. Yet, it is precisely this state that allows us to explore the depths of our existence and the complexities of life. Don't be afraid to live in the space of not knowing. This space, though sometimes uncomfortable, is where creativity and innovation thrive. It is where we can break free from the constraints of conventional thinking and discover new perspectives. When we allow ourselves to dwell in uncertainty, we open the door to endless possibilities and opportunities for growth. It is in this space of uncertainty and possibility that we truly grow and evolve. Just as a plant pushes through the soil to reach the light, we too must navigate through the unknown to find our own path. The journey of growth is not always straightforward, but it is in these moments of challenge and ambiguity that we find our strength and resilience. Embrace the paradox, the mystery, and the beauty of a life lived in pursuit of truth and meaning. Life is full of contradictions and uncertainties, and it is through embracing these that we can find a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. The labyrinth of life may be complex, but it is also rich with experiences that shape who we are. Remember, the journey itself is the destination. Each step we take, each question we ponder, brings us closer to a more profound sense of purpose. The path may be winding and the trail long, but it is through this journey that we find meaning and fulfillment. The open sea of life is vast and unpredictable, but it is also full of wonder and discovery. By embracing the questions, the doubts, and the uncertainties, we embark on a lifelong adventure of self-discovery. This adventure is not just about finding answers, but about exploring the depths of our own being and the world around us. It is about navigating through the unknown with curiosity and courage, and finding joy in the journey itself. an adventure that leads us closer to our authentic selves and a life of profound meaning. Through reflection and introspection, we come to understand our true desires and values. Journaling our thoughts and experiences helps us to make sense of our journey and to see the beauty in our own story. As the sun sets over a tranquil lake, we are reminded that each day is a new opportunity to live in the question and to embrace the mystery of life. Søren Kierkegaard dared us to confront life's biggest questions, urging us to leap into the unknown and embrace the anxiety that comes with true freedom. He reminded us that we are not defined by societal expectations or predetermined roles, but by the choices we make every single day. Life is a journey of self-discovery, a process of becoming. It's about having the courage to choose ourselves, even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable. Embrace the unknown. Cultivate your inner garden. Live in the question. Dare to become the author of your own extraordinary story.